Welcome back to an episode of the Wrestling Around podcast, where this week we're doing WCW Fall Brawl 1997. But before we get into that, joining me is a world-class wrestling journalist in the form of Aaron. Aaron, how are we doing?
Very well this week. Not feeling tired this week.
Is that because of the extra hour?
Yeah, I think that's got a good contributing factor. But I went to bed last night, 10 o'clock.
Oh, very nice.
Slept right through.
Got good.
Feeling refreshed today.
Yeah, good. On top form then. Got a good 8 hours sleep.
Yeah, probably go to shit again tomorrow. So, watch this space.
Yeah, well, tonight when you go to bed at 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
And Lou, you're also here.
Yeah, all right.
You all right?
Yeah, not bad.
Cheers, next one. Just insert banter later. You've normally got a story. You've normally got something.
I don't think I've got any stories. Ross. I met. Well, I didn't meet, but we went to an evening with Phil Brown, didn't we? On Friday.
Yeah, we did.
That was
interesting.
You was smashed, I.
Yeah, it was.
It was everything I would expect an evening with Phil Brown to be.
Paulie hosted. If only there was another host in the crowd who could have got up there and done his job better than him.
Yeah. I just thought it was meant to be an interview, and Phil Brown was on stage for like a good 10-15 minutes before the interview would start. It just came out.
That is true.
Did his own thing.
Well, answered his own question. Very politician-like, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Right, and also joining us is the glorious Bob Roode.
Glorious! Hello, everybody. Bob Roode here.
You're going to have to do the star ratings again this week, Bob. Is that all right?
No, I always do. Just a question, though. Who was that bald fella who started doing them last week?
No one knows. He's a ghost. He's not here today, is he?
I don't feel like I've seen him before. I'm English now. Bob Roode.
I don't know what you are.
One.
Ho, 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 ho. Bob Roode. Oh.
One can always surmise that Terry Peters is still eating his Sunday dinner. For those listening, it's 8:30. Didn't start eating his Sunday dinner until gone 5 o'clock.
5 o'clock.
Yeah. To be fair to him,
what's Sunday dinner at 5 o'clock?
No, don't be fair to him.
No, I was going to say, to be fair to him, he's only just got back from his weekend away.
Oh, yeah, very true.
We're still within the 2 weeks.
No, he was away this week. Earlier later in the week, right?
Yeah.
Went to Newcastle.
Yes, he's got to recover from that, I think.
Yeah.
Right, we've made a return to WCW. We promised it last week. I hadn't watched it, but oh boy, am I glad I've watched it this week. Genuinely enjoyed it, and I have positive things to say about pretty much every match.
Bloody hell.
I know.
Unheard of.
This is one of my... I don't know why. I just absolutely loved everything about it. Should we just jump straight into it? Should we just get on with it?
Let's get on with it. Let's get crack with an acting.
Yeah, right then. So it was on September 14th, 1997. It was in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, at the Lawrence Joel Veterans Memorial Coliseum. There's 11,939 people there. And right, look, before you get into what they had or hadn't drank, I'm just going to say the tagline was a lot better for WCW, The Rage in the Cage. So it's not like The Rage in the Cage with three men who don't like each other and they did something else and now there's another match.
Big sweaty man slapping meat. That's normally sort of logos they go for.
Like. However, the poster does show the giant chokeslamming Scott Hall inside the cage.
Well, they changed the whole card, didn't they, like a week before, if you listen on the commentary.
Yeah.
And to a much worse card. In my opinion.
Because they banned all the top stars from being in the top match.
Yeah, so we had the fucking NWO Job Squad against Mongo and friends. Anyway, right.
We'll get to that. Lou, so the people in the Lawrence Joel Veterans Memorial Coliseum, what did they eat and drink?
Oh, I'll tell you us. They're having. Do you know what? Really good, right? Mayberry ice cream concession there. Great sandwiches, ice cream, and service. I don't know if the sandwiches are ice cream sandwiches or just regular sandwiches. That's good. Deacon Legacy Grill. That offers a favourite such as burgers and hot dogs. The exact menu offerings vary by event, though, which means obviously the cooking and fresh.
Well, that's what you want to hear.
There's a sample menu
Oh, this was a salmon restaurant.
Oh my gosh, you can get baskets, Russ.
Basket.
Basket is just a normal meal, and then just French fries basically.
So it's a meal.
Cheeseburger, $11. Chicken tenders, $9. Regular hot dog, $8. That's sort of baskets. Cheeseburger and a single hot dog, $8 and $5 respectively. So I can surmise on that your French fries are $3 if you get them in the basket.
Reasonably priced.
Which is, Ross, because if you get French fries on their own, $5.
Yeah, so it's worth getting the basket.
Yeah, large soda, $6, regular soda, $3, and Aquafina, who I thought was a singer. But $4 she's available for. Oh, I can.
Are you thinking of the dolphin of BoJack Horseman?
No, the woman in she's in a film. Doesn't help you out. She's in Shang-Chi.
I've never seen Shang-Chi.
Aquafina.
No,
I think in the Horseman one, Christina Aquafina or something like that.
16 at Aquafina.
Yeah, she exists, but I'm sure it's Aquafina.
Right,
is an Asian pop star.
Oh,
Anyway, that's the Deacon Legacy Grill. Well, fresh classics there. Nachos, peanuts, popcorns, and more. Then head to the fresh classics stand. And what I fucking love to see in an arena, and why I was so impressed with the American Airlines Center in Dallas having a Pizza Hut. Well, this place, can't remember the name of it now. It's got Domino's.
No.
Oh.
Yeah, get your Domino's while you're watching the fighting.
What price though, right? What price is the Domino's? Because you don't go to Domino's without having a deal, do you? So there's no one's going to the arena and paying full price Domino's.
Oh, my phone's crashed now. It's back up now. Right, that was a scary moment.
No one's paying $25 for a pizza.
There's no menu for Domino's, unfortunately. But I can tell you that availability of concessions varies by event, and not all stands are open for every event. So check before attending. You probably can't check before attending. Imagine if you did that. I'm not going because there's no pizzas. The pizzas in the Principality Stadium, that's all right.
Did you get one?
No.
Yeah.
Got a pizza afterwards.
Right.
I thought it was that.
Well, that's coming soon when I get around to watching it. More money. I'll only be too behind now.
But the year anniversary, so.
Right then, before we get into the match, a change on the commentary scene. It's Tony Schiavone, Bobby Heenan, and at first, Mike Tenay, which I was shocked at. I thought, Larry Zbyszko looks a bit weird there. It's because it's Mike Tenay. He's going to do the opening match, which is for the WCW Cruiserweight Championship. Chris Jericho will be defending against Eddie Guerrero. Eddie Guerrero's back. He's got a bad attitude. Chris Jericho, on the network version I was watching, came out to Walls, which was odd.
Yeah, it's because they don't have the rights to his actual music.
No, I didn't think they would. It was just odd to see.
Owned by Tony Khan now, I think. Well, he has them, didn't he? They've played him, at least. So. Yeah.
Well, not Walls of Jericho, obviously.
No, not Walls of Jericho. That's a Jim Johnson classic. But yeah, WCW, I'll go overdubbed.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
So then, it's a long match. It's 17 minutes. Eddie Guerrero wins the Cruiserweight title after... Well, it's a superplex that I thought Jericho dropped on his head, but apparently it turned to some sort of crossbody. And then Eddie, the frog splash, he wins it 17 minutes, 20 seconds. He's the new champ. What did we think of the opener? Back to cruiserweights after Hog Wild or Road Wild.
Loved it.
Very good match on it.
In terms of technical ability, match of the night. This was fun. This is everything you want from a Jericho Guerrero match. And I usually will sit here and will say, "Oh, fucking hell, opening match 20 minutes long, way too long." This for me could have gone another 5-10 minutes, and I'd have happily sat there and enjoyed every single minute of it.
There's some matches coming up which could have done with the time taken off them. Because this is the third longest match on the card. At 17 minutes.
Only the third. Yeah, and I think, that's I mean, that becomes problematic later on, but it was a good opening match. I like the fact that they didn't go balls to the wall in terms of tempo. but it's still got the crowd really, really invested.
The crowd hated Eddie Guerrero. Didn't
Yeah, well, I will say the crowd were racist, Ross. There's no other way of looking at it, to be honest. Like, the crowd were racist. That's just a given fact, and unfortunately, they were trying to deport Eddie at one point, and amongst those, which is unnecessary. But
so you say in North Carolina needs to have a look at himself.
Yeah, but you can't deny they were invested. I don't know if that's a good thing. What I'm saying, but yeah, no, I felt like because I'll be honest. Sometimes I stick these WCW all these pay-per-views on, and I'm kind of like, oh, I'll stick it on, and I'll just kind of be doing something else, while we're on. I'm getting a general vibe of the show, but I just couldn't start watching this one. In the end, I was just like fully glued to the telly.
I know. I was the same. I absolutely loved it. And
I didn't look who won, so it was good.
Yeah, this for me was like the first time that Guerrero looked like Guerrero that we know from WWE. Like he looked, obviously, I think he'd been off for a few months injured because we've not seen him in a while on the pay-per-views, have we?
No.
He's come back and he's just ripped. Looks in such good shape.
Mm-hmm. He had his character side out as well, didn't he? He was a bastard, wasn't he? Basically.
Yeah.
I thought both of them looked like Aaron said, for the first time in a while, or first time probably since we've been following the NWO, they still look like future world champions. Eddie Guerrero in that little white singlet thing he used to wear did not look like a future world champion. I'm sorry, but he didn't. You can hate me all you want on the internet because I know I'm supposed to like his matches, but he was not when he was doing that. Just needed to turn heel, which is ironic because Jericho looked really good here as the face, but he's a much better heel, especially this Jericho. Right then, should we go to Bob? Bob, what's the official star? Well, not the official, sorry, the unofficial star rating from Dave Meltzer?
Oh no, goodness me! Let me just double check.
That's it, Bob. You knew this was what you was doing at the start.
But what did you think of Jericho's pants?
Got one job, Bob.
This is why, Bob, you might get sacked if you don't do well today.
Oh dear.
That's it.
This is taking longer than I expected. It's the pressure. 3 3/4.
3 3/4.
Well, he is wrong.
Yes.
His old melts. Because this was a 4.5 star match.
I had to disagree.
I was very surprised that old Dave didn't do that.
This is like I say, poorly match of the night.
Right up his street. Maybe it's a bit slower than what Dave likes, but I think that was good because it got the crowd were oohing and eyeing at every move.
Yeah, you don't need, because it's a cruiserweight match. Yeah. You don't need it to be fast paced.
Yeah, it felt spotty, I thought, but in a good way.
Do you know what I mean? The spots meant something.
Yeah, they were doing like one move at a time, but you were like, "Oh fucking hell, what are they going to do next?" They just can't keep each other down.
That's like the ending. The ending was nuts.
Yeah, that's what I loved about it. Really, it was just they were just desperately throwing everything at each other. Fantastic.
Did the cruiserweight title seem important?
It did. Yeah.
Which is what we want. Right then, before we get to the next match, Jeff Jarrett is chatting with WCW online. He's at the computers. Somebody asks him how he feels about his match with Malenko. He says he hasn't got time for this because he's got to prepare for a match with Malenko, and then answered the question. So, so Jeff, if you'd just answered the question, you'd have saved 30 seconds.
I still love when you go back at these, like how excited that Tony Schiavone is that the internet exists at this point. So I was like, isn't this wonderful? We're on the internet now.
Do you know what I love about the internet existing? Me and Gene will be fuming because all he's got is a hotline these days.
Yeah.
People aren't using the hotline.
No.
Even though, as we find out later on, Ann Anderson is on the hotline giving his thoughts.
I don't know that way. Is it a pre-recorded message or do you just ring up?
I think so.
Anne's just talking for 3 hours.
So you ring up and you like get into like halfway through the conversation?
Yeah. You just pick up.
I think it must be a pre-recorded message, but it costs you about $25 a minute or something.
Yeah, mad that one, really.
Absolutely. And people were doing it.
Yeah.
Right then. Then next match then, we have Harlem Heat with Jacqueline against the Steiner Brothers with Ted DiBiase, Larry Zbyszko finally joins the announced team for this. Before we get into the match, have you got some comments about Larry Zbyszko's performance?
Right. Well, I'm just going to say it. All is forgiven. I'm sorry for my disrespectful comments for the past 18 months. But bring back the dust. Please. This fucking guy.
What do you mean?
It's one of the worst commentators of all time. Sexist. And why is it? It's so weird. Like, I thought it was like some sort of cartoon character. It's like, who have they got on? Like, oh, yeah, it's a fucking cartoon dog. Guest hosting.
As Tony Giovanni said,
the living legend. What's he done?
Larry Zbyszko stepped up when nobody else would. He was crucial. He was crucial to the pay-per-view.
I don't think he was. Just keep today out there, for Christ's sake, for me. Keep today out there.
You must have really hated it if you say keep today out.
Bloody the Tony the Tiger fella back out. What's his name?
Lee Marshall.
Yeah. Bring him out. Fuck it, put Buff Rock commentary the entire time. I don't care. This is ridiculous. Right. Speaking of ridiculous people,
Terry Peters is joining us.
Terry Peters is here now. There he is.
Here he is. Terry Peters, we're live. Quick thoughts about the first match.
Yeah, it was all right, wasn't it?
Yeah, nice one. Cheers, Peters.
I can't remember. Hang on. I watched it earlier, but hang on. Let me just get my notes.
It was Eddie Guerrero against Chris Jericho.
Was it?
No,
is he watched the wrong pay-per-view again?
What have you got as the first match?
Buff Bagwell's got Nelson versus Harlem Heat.
What have you watched?
What have you watched?
Road Wild 97.
What's that the other way?
That was like 3 weeks ago.
Oh, it's the next one on my WWE Network. I thought that's the one we were doing.
We did that show too. Well, what did you think of that match? We'll spice it into the old episode from 2 weeks ago.
I enjoyed the K-Dog match more.
Yeah, I can't remember now.
No, okay, because I've got that on my mind because my mind's fresh with Fall Brawl 97. So
I'll just sit here in silence the next. Oh, fuck it out.
Oh, God.
He's losing his old age.
Do you know what, though? This is the first time I've been on one where Terry Peters hasn't watched it, and I don't know how to go on.
I can't remember what we did last time for that TNA one.
I think I hosted and just asked you two how it was and if anything happened.
That was what happened. Yeah,
it was brilliant.
It's very special.
Once is forgivable. Twice is like, come on, Peters, but this is like the third time now.
Is it? I thought it was the second.
I don't know. Would you
I think
watch the wrong one?
You got one or two matches into one, didn't you? And then realised your error. I think one time.
Yes. Yeah, I did do that. Yeah. But then I quickly rectified it. Whereas this, I've kind of watched the whole pay-per-view.
We're going to have to change our group chat name just from Wrestling Around to whatever the next pay-per-view is. Just so everybody's...
Do you mean so everybody watches the same one?
Right, so Terry.
I watched the right one. Aaron watched the right one. You watched the right one. Bob Roode watched the right one.
Oh, glorious. Yeah.
There's only one man who's watched the wrong one.
Again.
Hello, Terry. As you watched the wrong pay-per-view, I will give you your star job back for 1 week only, so you have something to do. I can.
You can get the stars at Peters, I guess.
That's very kind of Bob, wasn't it?
No, Peters, your job this week could just be find like little interesting facts about the pay-per-view.
What pay-per-view is it?
Fall Brawl 97. Christ. Right, should we move on to the next match?
Yeah.
I want to talk about fucking Larry Zbyszko.
Have you? I wonder what that meant. I thought it was something I'd missed.
Yeah, it was. We had a full pay-per-view. That's what you missed.
Have you got the star ratings for the first match?
Yes, we've done that, Peters.
Okay.
Oh, crying out loud. Right, enough about Zbyszko.
But yeah, Zbyszko is ridiculous for us. I'm not. It's not. We're not enough. It'll never be enough.
No, he was crucial to the story, I thought.
No, he wasn't.
That's why he was there.
Oh, he did get involved. It was the most stupidest thing we've ever seen. Right, let's move on.
We'll get there. We'll put a pin in it. We'll get there. And the next match then, it is Harlem Heat with Jacqueline against the Steiner Brothers with Ted DiBiase. basically the Steiner brothers are the number one contenders. The NWO, the outsiders, aren't letting anyone wrestle them for the titles. So these two are just fighting each other. This match was, I think it was 11 minutes long, 11 minutes, 45 seconds. I thought it was fantastic. There's nothing to not like about this match.
These two teams always seem to put on bangers with each other.
Yeah, the more I watch old school WCW and old wrestling, the Steiners are rapidly moving into one of my favorite tag teams of all time.
I didn't watch the pay-per-view, but Harlem Heat are very good as well from what we've seen so far. I really like Harlem Heat.
Nice one, Peters. Cheers for that.
Becoming one of my favourite tag teams.
Harlem Heat as well, yes. I agree with you, Peters. Harlem Heat are also fantastic.
From what I remember, they had a great match at Road Wild.
They did all right. Jacqueline helps them win.
There you go. See, that's the context of why Jacqueline's here now.
What ridiculous, man. For those who've watched it then, what did you think of this match?
Loved it.
Yeah, it was all right.
It was all right.
No, I don't think I loved it as much as you. Like it was a good match. I was very distracted by it. Do you know why?
Why?
Now he's a Bisco. Right? I'm because I've heard him speak before, right? Because when he got into the Hall of Fame, didn't he? Can't remember if I
watched him have a match with Eric Bischoff.
Yeah, but he speaks normally then. But for this night, the entire time, he was like, "Oh, I'm Larry Zbyszko." Why? Why did they choose to speak like that?
Because he was excited. He was upset about how NWO was treating WCW.
He was worse than fucking Lawler in the Attitude Era.
Be like that during his TNA run.
He was like, "Oh, I want to shake her!" Every time someone came out, like it was ridiculous.
Did Zbyszko have a TNA run?
Yeah, he was in TNA. I think.
Yeah, he was in TNA. I think. Yeah.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, it was everyone else. Yeah. The living legend himself.
So you didn't watch this?
No, the match was good, but I wouldn't say it was like, oh my god, one of the greatest tag team matches of all time. Like it was decent.
It was just big hard men fighting. It was great.
So I couldn't work out how the heels were. That always annoys me.
Yeah,
was there heels?
Yeah, well, it might be the racist crowd.
Yeah, well, it was the fucking crowd of racist as fuck in this pay-per-view. Let's just say that now.
Let's just call a spade a spade.
Yeah, there's no
Lou,
looking around it.
Where would you rank Larry Zbyszko in terms of commentators in WCW?
In terms of
commentators in general. So, like, let's do this.
He's above fucking Ed Ferrara, so I'll give him that. He probably beats Mark Madden. There we go.
What about in relation to Vic Joseph?
I think Vic Joseph's all right.
What about Booty Saxton?
Booty Saxton's all right.
Corey Graves?
It's better than Corey Graves.
Matt Striker?
He got a bit annoying, didn't he, after a while? He ruined WrestleMania 26. I've said this many times.
What about one of the greatest all time, the Bookman?
I mean, like, to be fair, like Booker T is awful at commentary.
So, who would you rather listen to, the Booker T or Zbyszko?
I think some of what Zbyszko was making, what he said was making sense. He just said it in a weird voice for some reason.
Like Kevin the Frog, apparently.
That's what he said. I don't think it sounded like. Yeah, it's a weird cartoon character. Was that just me?
At least for Booker T, you know what's going on because he's telling you everything that's going on at ringside.
Yeah. I mean, Booker T commentating his own matches is one of the best things I've ever seen. Booker T.
What is that on?
It's like one of the TNA pay-per-views, I think. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Aaron, what do you think of the match?
I really enjoyed it. Just big meaty men going at
it. So the Steiner brothers get the win after they do their finisher, and then one called. It's like, well, it's not their normal finisher, is it? It's a clothesline into a German suplex. So interesting. Tag team finishes then. While we're on it, so some Peters could join in. The best tag team finisher of all time. So it has to involve two of them.
3D's got to be up there, surely. It's one of the best of all time. One of the most protected tag team finisher, isn't it?
Yeah.
Of all time. No one ever kicked out of it.
No one kicked out of it.
Yeah.
And now the Usos use it, the 1D.
Yeah.
Was anyone kicked out of the 1D? Probably.
I don't know, actually.
Yeah, they all broke up, didn't they? Harry Styles had a good career out of it.
Yeah, he did.
They're all doing all right, apart from Liam Payne.
I don't know.
Oh no, and the other one. What's the other one? Niall and Harry have done all right. You got the other one, haven't you?
Yeah. Louis got his own solo ton on it. How's he doing?
Yes.
Too, right?
No,
Zayn.
Zayn's apparently a right bell end.
He left first, didn't he, Zayn?
One of the lads that I work with went to his ex-girlfriend's house on Christmas, and Zayn Malik was just sat on the sofa because it turned out he was her cousin. Apparently, he's a bit of a bell. So.
I thought you meant Zayn's ex-girlfriend.
I know.
That wasn't. Can we clear that up? Because that might be libelous.
I forgot to timestamp this show. Anyway, so just don't say anything libelous again. I'm fine. So Zayn, just to clarify, Zayn Malik definitely not shagging his cousin.
No.
No.
But Zayn Malik, a bit of a bell end.
Yeah, you can say that. I think
we can say that. That'll be fine. Right then. So yeah, the best apart from 1D, isn't it? 1D or 3D.
Yeah, that's the Meltzer driver for me.
Doomsday Device.
I like the one that Gallows and Anderson did it when they first come to WWE. It was the Boot of Doom or something. It was like a Samoan drop and the kick to the head.
Yeah, it was good. That
they didn't stop doing it.
They did the Magic Killer instead, didn't they?
Yeah,
but it wasn't as good, was it?
No, but I like the Boot of Doom.
Yeah. What was the one the Revival used to do?
Chat Machine.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah,
they might still do it. Rockcast wrestling journalists.
probably still do it.
Good for them if they do.
You'll probably finish it with an armbar because this is proper wrestling.
Yeah.
I'll
tell you what is one of the most overrated team moves of all time now. The triple powerbomb. It makes no difference.
No, it didn't.
The fact that like Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose were like at the same time.
Pushed him.
Yeah, actually, the greatest double team move of all time was the time Batista did a Batista bomb that went into an RKO from Randy Orton on Daniel Bryan through a table. They all did it once, and Randy Orton nearly died as well, but it was fantastic. I can't remember how they did it now, but it was just one of the greatest things I've ever seen.
This is the wrong way for an RKO, isn't it?
Yeah, I feel like it was more just like a neck breaker or something, but
right.
It was fantastic.
Yeah, there we go. All right then. Terry Peters, star rating on this last match, please.
Any time to do?
When you're ready, Peters.
I've said it 3 times.
You haven't said anything. It's not just me, is it?
No, I didn't know anything.
No, 2 1/4.
2 1/4.
Oh.
That was complete. That was really weird. That was complete silence.
Yeah.
Said it 3 times.
You need to get yourself a better mic, mate.
2 1/4.
You won't need to clean your ears out.
No, it was just like dead. It wasn't even like it wasn't even muffled. Like literally, there was no sound at all.
No.
Like, absolutely nothing.
Well,
yeah.
Well, as we established in the first match, Meltzer is carrying on the same ethos of he's wrong.
Yes.
3.5 for this because I really enjoyed it.
Oh, I think, and bear with me, I think the Franklin star rating's wrong. 4 stars for me. 4 stars.
You're saying this is half a star, less better than the opener.
We've done it. He's gone. I got rid of him. Sacrilegious. We'll see if he'll come back. But that was ridiculous. I can't believe.
I'm just saying, I really enjoyed it.
Nah. So Ross.
God's sake.
All right, the T-shirt doesn't say he's wrong though. Ross Markham. Right? It's not for you to say. All right.
Right. The next match then, the WCW World Television Championship, Ultimo Dragon against the disco dancing Alex Wright. He is the champion. Mike Tenay's back. Zabisco doesn't leave. Zabisco stays. So we have the old 4-man booth.
What's he dancing for? I can't remember. Is that what he said? I don't know. He said something like
it was. I think he did. This match was 18 minutes long, and Alex Wright wins after countering the Dragon Sleeper, I think, into a German suplex. I'm going to say it, and I've annoyed everybody on the panel or like on the podcast. I'm going to annoy all the internet now because I think Ultimo Dragon is absolute dog shit.
Wow.
He's just boring.
Plus, the guy
He's the mass Steve Malenko.
He held like 7 championships at once.
Oh, right. I could start 7 promotions and hold all their championships. It doesn't
Japanese.
mean a thing.
He's Japanese.
Yeah, he's the mass Steve
You already got
Malenko.
him saying he's not very good.
Yeah, I am, yeah.
Didn't you hear what I just said? It's Japanese.
I don't care if he's Japanese. He's rubbish.
All right.
Is he the original belt collector?
He's boring. That's what he is.
Oh.
Have we watched a decent Ultimo Dragon match? No.
Yes.
He managed to make a match with
Yes, we
Mysterio boring.
We've
And
seen
it's-
good matches against Chris Jericho. This was a good match.
This was all right. It didn't need to be 18 minutes.
No, it didn't need to be 80 minutes. It was a good match.
This was
Yeah.
bang average.
I was very, when you said you liked this pay-per-view, I was very surprised. And the specific reason I was very surprised was this match, basically. I came out of it thinking, why on earth did anyone backstage think we needed an 18-minute Alex Wright match?
No.
I specifically put the blame on Alex Wright rather than Ultimo Dragon. So
No, I fully appreciate that Ultimo Dragon was wrestling a broom, but it's boring.
a disco dancing broom.
I've not seen any Ultimo Dragon match which has been decent.
But have you seen our Alex Wright match that is decent? Because we have Road Wild 97.
Who's
Pierce,
he?
would you like to against Chris Jericho? Chris Jericho, Alex Wright, very good match.
I really enjoyed that match.
Yeah.
What's your opinion on Alex Wright, the character, Peters?
Intriguing. I like his little dancing.
Yeah.
So we found the one person who enjoys the dancing.
It's almost like Peter's dancing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't get it. Why is he dancing? In the words of Liza Visco, what's he dancing for? I just don't understand.
This is just a German guy that likes dancing.
Pump himself up.
Is that because
Yeah.
Germans are like really into techno?
Rave and that.
Is that a gimmick? Like,
Yeah, I think so. I think it's a very stereotypical gimmick.
like
He got-
Derek
he
Van
got-
Bijnhoven.
He got renamed Berlin as well, didn't
Did
he?
There we go.
Berlyn.
he? Yeah.
No, that would have been better if it was Bearlin, and then
It's
they
like
had
the
a,
bear.
yeah, then they had a feud with Mongo because no one can bear down with Mongo.
Right, we did not. I hope it doesn't happen, but we did absolutely not. The world does not need. Doesn't need 18-minute Alex Wright matches. It doesn't even need a 2-minute Alex Wright Mongo match.
Whoa.
That's for sure.
This is the one. Is there an Alex Wright Mongo match?
There we go, Peters. Do some
So if you could
research.
just-
Terry, that's your job. But before you do that,
I do
Peters,
like having a
tell
stats
us
guy.
this-
It's like what's the name? We're just gonna call him Starter for now. Starter.
Yeah. What's the star rating, Peters?
3.5.
3.5.
Yes, there is. 13th of April, 1997.
Oh, I
What's
missed
it
it. Thank God. Thank God.
Was that on TV?
Or at Thunder 98, Chris Benoit and Mongo versus Disco and Alex Wright.
Right, so listeners, we will be doing a special watch along of that episode. So keep your eyes peeled.
Well, Lou was saying to me off camera, off screen, that he really wanted to watch every Mongo match of all time. He said he really, like all these TV matches as well.
Terry sent us a link. He sent us 2 links.
Wants to do a Bear Road.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't
We'll
think
call
we
it
After Rocky Road.
We'll call it "Can You Bear Down?" and the answer is obviously no.
No, because it's tight now. I think you should have to take the first one. Yeah. Well, this link that Terry sent us is 4 minutes 18. So let's do a watch along right now.
Yes, we'll also see if we get to World War 397. It happens live on pay-per-view.
Oh my
Yes.
God. Right.
Which one are we clicking on? We on the YouTube one or
The
the, other
YouTube
one?
one, Alex Wright versus Steve Mongo. We don't want to get Benoit and Disco Inferno involved, do we? Because one of them
No,
is
that's true.
a horrendous man, and obviously Chris Benoit has got his own problems as well. So,
Right. Are we all? So we all go back to the start then?
Yep.
Right, Lou. Oh, this is exciting. This.
Oh, Bob will count us in.
YouTube's trying to make me sign in.
Why does not sign to YouTube? No one does that. Oh, I'm signing
Oh,
in. I'm signing to YouTube.
Click accept. Now I've got a bloody advert. That'd be all over here.
I've got an advert.
Come on. Bloody hell.
It's the worst thing about YouTube nowadays.
See, adverts, like, why are people paying for like generally like putting full podcasts and adverts? You skip after 5 seconds, but it's like, if you forget to press skip and it's like, you're watching on your telly, it's like, there's an advert that's 3 hours long.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Oh God, I don't want to go YouTube premium. I just want to watch the video YouTube. For fuck's sake.
Right. Does anybody, right?
I'm on
Anybody-
000 now.
On the planet have YouTube Premium? Do you have YouTube Premium?
Oh no, I thought you were going to say, is anyone ready?
Oh, right. No, I was going to say, like, why is anyone paying for YouTube Premium?
Right. Also, outrageously, this has only got 4 likes. So Monsoon Classic, 426 views. So
How many dislikes has it got? I don't know, but it's got 1 more. Right, let's go.
It's got 1 more like from me.
It counting down or what?
Bob's going to do it.
All right, go on then.
Remember, go on the S of glorious.
Okay.
Or do you go on the G? I can't remember. G or S? Vote now.
We're going to G. We're going to G.
G, okay. 3,
Which
2,
G?
1, go. He had us, did Bob.
Yeah, so we've got Shivani and Heenan on main event, flapping the gums. There's no option for subtitles, so I don't know what they're saying here. But they look very serious.
Basically, Ross, the WCW Pro was cancelled the week before because the Atlanta Braves match went too long.
Right. So this is last one. This is not even live.
Oh, they're filmed in Disney, aren't they, these? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks good though, doesn't it? It looks like a TV game show.
It looks right.
It's the big fan, isn't it?
It's a great,
Yeah.
great theme music.
That's Wonder Kid. There we go.
He's not really doing any much disco. Bongo's got the jobber entrance,
And
deservedly.
outrageous
good.
entrance. Outrageous entrance from there from Alex Wright.
She's loving it.
Yeah, she is. Right then. We've nearly had a minute of it already. Yes.
Hang on, in Mongo went through the face.
No one can bear down, can they?
Oh, he went in,
Always be
offered a
ready.
handshake, and kicked him in the sternum.
Always be ready for one go.
Yeah.
Alex Wright tapping out there, look like. I thought.
I can't work out if I like this set now,
Insane roll up. Yes, the power, the sheer power of Mongo. Love that.
Well, at this point, surely Alex Wright would have been a cruiserweight as well.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So what's he even thinking? Trying to bear down with Mongo. What is it? Is he?
Why is Deborah there?
She's married to him.
Yeah, but she's managing Jeff Jarrett now.
Yeah, that was before this.
Well, like, it's on the
That
show.
was- yeah, but this is April.
Oh, right, yeah.
We're in
Okay,
September.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me tell you how the months back though.
No, for some
Not
reason,
everything that we watch at exactly at the same time.
Yeah, for some reason, I was thinking in my mind this was like the same week.
Can
Or
we
if-
make a petition to bring back referees in shirts and bow ties?
Yes, I think
Very
that
classy,
needs to
innit?
happen. Yeah, add a bit of class and sophistication.
Or if you meet, you're currently in August 97.
That is true.
Yeah, I thought you meant you was watching the wrong thing again, then Peter.
Mm.
Which would have been classic if you had clicked on the Daily Motion link. Okay, he's not getting anything else right there, is he?
Yeah. All right, we've got through 2 minutes. Do we need to see the rest of this? Or we...
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Might as well do it.
We've got to watch it all now, haven't we?
Oh, it'll be great already.
It's your idea.
Nah.
Great, glorious stuff. You just can't stop Mongo when he's good. It's like a train.
It's been stopped there, Ross.
Yeah, he has been hip tossed.
Can I keep him down there?
He's back up Mongo straight away. That's the thing you got to think about.
Yeah, because he can't sell.
No, because you can't bear down with him.
Mm-hmm.
Right, you stop being tight, look.
Oh, God, I just realised that Zabisco's a commentary.
I've
I've got a really low, but all I had was, oh my! It's like, that's it.
What's the referee doing?
The refs, WCW referees are appalling. Come on, Mongo. Get your briefcase up. What's he got there? What's he gone for?
Oh, so Mongo is a heel at this point, is he? Is that
I'm
like
guessing
trying
so.
to...
Oh, is it him with the briefcase?
How does Mongo fall down?
Because there's a big weight on him.
Because he's got no sense of balance.
There we go.
Yes.
You can't Can't bear down.
Mongo is the winner. You just can't beat Mongo. Four Horsemen, yeah, you all know about that.
Yeah,
That's
I don't
Deborah.
think that's very good. That.
Right, that was a nice little sidetrack, wasn't it?
Nah,
That was nice.
No,
Enjoyed that.
Awful.
Everybody else enjoyed that? I think so.
It was terrible.
it's terrible.
Probably 5 stars, to be honest.
Yeah, yeah, can we have the live Franklin star rating, please?
5 stars.
5 stars, yeah, I agree.
Crying out loud.
Isn't even fear of being kicked out of the video again. I completely agree with him.
Yeah.
Right,
Gotta kick you both out. Yeah.
So Alex Wright won the match. We're still doing that. Did we get the star ratings for Alex Wright? What do you reckon?
Yeah, it was 3.5.
3.5.
Yeah. 2.5 on me.
2.5. So Dave Meltzer carries on his streak of being wrong.
His wrong streak. Yeah.
Then we go to the back. Gene Oakland's pimping the hotline. The Indy will run by. There's a noise off screen, and Henning is down after an attack. He's in the main event. This is shocking play by the NWO. What's going to happen?
Yeah, I'd say what's more shocking us is Mean Gene's irresponsible journalism. A man's just being attacked, and the first thing he's doing is like, let's get that on camera. Like, it's just no sympathy.
I've been saying this for years. Mean Gene's a dick.
Invades his privacy completely.
Mean Gene Oakland only cares about his hotline and ripping off WCW fans.
He was like, I got a scoop here, and like just takes him in, doesn't
he? He's a dick. Mean Gene is a dick.
Yeah, I think you're a bit too far. I think Mean Gene's still a legend. But just in this particular circumstance, not good.
The next match then, which should be the favourite match of Wrestling Around. Jeff Jarrett versus Dean Malenko. If you could have picked a match, this is the one.
No one in the world has ever asked for this match.
Jarrett is with Deborah. Basically, the commentary team are just talking about the NWO, what's happening, and then they're going about the figure four for a while. It's 14 minutes 56 minutes long, and Jeff Jarrett wins with the figure four.
Yeah.
Dean Malenko gives up. I'm going to say something controversial with this. I think this is one of the better Dean Malenko matches. I was actually interested. So...
Wow.
I know. I watched, normally Dean Malenko comes on. I'm on my phone. I'm doing something else. No, I actually sat and watched this match.
Do you know what? I cannot wait for Jeff Jarrett to fuck off and come back as Slapnuts. We'll get there.
Yeah, that's like 2 years away, though, isn't it?
It's just before WCW dies for us. It's
yeah, not down to Jarrett though.
No, 5-time world champion Jarrett.
Is that not ringing any alarm bells for you?
Smashed a million guitars and a million heads.
Yeah. Didn't draw a single dime.
It's Kevin Sullivan, that.
Yeah, him or Bischoff, one or two.
I'm sure it's Kevin Sullivan. It's like, you can smash all the guitars you want. You thought you was going to draw more than Hulk Hogan? What do we think of this match then? Because this Jarrett just does not fit in, does he, with the cool modern wrestling?
Yeah. No, his outfit's from like the 70s. Awful. Who thought that was?
I can't believe no one told him to change that at any point.
Yeah.
Maybe he's up his own ass. I don't know.
No, earlier when we were saying, you said, Ross, that Eddie Guerrero. Thank God Eddie Guerrero got rid of his white singlet. Why didn't Wardrobe sorted Jeff Jarrett out? This is just awful.
And I thought Bischoff would have said, "You look ridiculous," because he was on TV every week.
Yeah.
Not like he was a bit part player.
No,
he was time, wasn't
he just wasn't cool at this point, was he? And also, his character was kind of a geek at this point. He just kind of got kicked out of the house, and then he just had been a dick. Just didn't like him, did they? That was the whole gimmick, right?
And he stole Mongo's wife.
Yeah, he couldn't bear down, so he tried to steal Mongo's wife.
Successfully, that's a good sign of a company.
And then, and then he's fighting against. He's not technically in the Horseman yet, is he, Malenko? But he will be soon.
I assume he replaces the fella who leaves.
Yeah,
tonight. Yeah,
I think in a year he's in the next WarGames. I think Malenko.
Yeah. I think is he a friend of the Horseman at this point? Would you call him?
I think yeah. Is it?
Or is he in it already? And it's just 5 of them, even though they call the Four Horsemen.
I don't think he is. They didn't mention it, did they?
Yeah,
No.
He's a horse associate.
just a pal, like a podium, a podium.
Four Horsemen and pals.
Yeah, pals, friends of the Four Horsemen. That sounds like a charity do, doesn't it? They're all fall at times. Organised by friends of the Four Horsemen. Yeah.
What do we think then? How do we actually? I enjoyed it. What do we think of this match?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, to be honest, Ross, I watched this one like, a couple of weeks ago. I don't really remember a lot of it, which I guess says its own thing.
Well, it's got Dim Lincoln in it, so it's obviously mediocre at most.
Yeah.
But it was one of his better mediocre matches.
Yeah.
Terry Peters, what did old Meltzer give it?
Well, Meltzer would have loved this.
3.25.
That's high.
Seems very high.
Get out. 1 star. Move on.
There we go.
We ain't got time to mess about.
Enough said. Enough said. Ross, move on.
I have moved on. We go backstage into the NWO, do a promo. Nash says they have a plan for WarGames. It's at this point I realised Conan was in them. Well, I knew Conan was in the match, but then when you see him with the rest of them, you just think, what a ridiculous human being he is.
Well, let's be honest, Ross. I'm just gonna say it. I'm gonna offend a few people here because people like different people in here. This was the NWO Geek Squad one. Let's be honest. Like,
it was the NWO B Squad on it.
It was Kevin Nash taking the kids out for a day out. Right? Grandad Hogan is feeling unwell. Oh, don't worry, I'll take the kids out. What the hell was this? What was
Scott
this
Hall's on the same card.
There's loads of the big ones on the same card. Randy Savage is on the same card.
Scott Norton, no, he's crap.
But I just, oh my god, like obviously I've got Conan all the time. I actually like WCW, which is weird because I'm just going to slag this pay-per-view up all the way through until I like the main event. But Conan, I just don't get Conan. He just came across as such a triad, didn't he? In a different way to Jarrett, because Jarrett looked like he was trying it, but like everyone knew that he was like a low-level geek. Conan was like a geek where he was like, I don't know, you know when you were at school and there was like the cool kind of like bad kids, but then there was like the kids that no one really liked.
Yeah, Conan's the kid who's 16 or in year 11, but makes mates with all the year 9s because they all think he's cool.
Yeah,
because nobody else does. And you think, what a
seems like I just don't know. Something about him that just don't work, does it? It's just I mean, I know it's obnoxious as a heel is meant to be, but yeah, even Kevin Nash just gave this vibe of like I'm embarrassed to be here, really.
There is a point, and I'll do it in the main event to remind me of the next cut that I find absolutely hilarious involving Conan. But I'll get there.
Yeah, maybe they just had a different sense of what was cool back in the back in the 90s, because this comes across as really cringy to me.
Yeah, if Conan went to our school, he would have been the Simon Austin.
Yeah.
So cold, Simon Austin.
See, even Terry Peters is laughing because he remembers Simon Austin.
True story. I once had a fight with Simon Austin.
What?
Yeah. You lost his whole thing.
Did he eat him with his rucksack?
I was in year 7, I think. He would have been in year 10. He was running on the benches in Barham, and he fell, and he banged his head. And I genuinely thought it was the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. I was just laughing at him.
Up to that point, though, because then you went to an NGW show.
Yeah, that is true. Maybe it's just people fall over. I think he pushed me because he was like, "Stop laughing." He's like, "I know where your brother is." So he made me just laugh even more. Yeah. He pushed me. I think I punched him twice, and then the teacher came up.
So you beat up an injured kid?
Yeah. Well, he started it, so to defend himself. Also, he's 3 years older than me.
Just consider yourself lucky he didn't hit with his rucksack, because God knows what he used to carry in that.
Stone Cold Simon Austin, we all used to call him.
Yeah. There
Honestly, I'm still waiting to see because they were like the benches in bar. The wood moved, didn't it?
Yeah.
Because you could put things underneath. One of them give way or moved. It just absolutely collapsed. What a ruckus! Oh, hilarious! I was waiting for him. I want to say Miss Heaps Maths.
Oh yeah, that checks out with the room layout, I think.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. It's just after dinner. So
Yeah, probably just finished talking to the dinner ladies. Got to rush to class.
Oh, hilarious. Right then. I'll pull myself to get rid of that. It's reminds me of it.
But Conan, bit of a geek cross. That's what we're talking about.
The next match then, Wrath and Mortis.
Simon Austin is married.
He's married.
That's the sort.
Oh Christ!
That's the sort of quality research.
He didn't ask him for that. He just does it.
He got married when he was in college, I think. Real early.
It's his sister, probably.
I forgot to.
Genuinely. Can I not remember? Oh, it was his cousin, I think. One who went to school with us.
She also had a bag as big as Sam Austin's.
And then I'm sure they're in a relationship. Inseparable.
Do I edit this out? Do I bleep the names again? Who knows?
They got married in 2015.
Not 2015.
That wife is a hotshot lawyer, though.
There you go.
It's married to Sarah Millican.
Well, what time? 1 hour.
Sarah Millican.
1 hour exactly. So
I think Ross is broken.
Right, I'm back. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. I had a coughing fit. I'm done. Right, Wrath and Mortis against Faces of Fear.
Thank God we've got the spooky dudes back. I missed these at Road Wild.
Not the vibe for Road Wild, are they?
It would have worked. I think it would have worked.
I think it'd have improved Road Wild, if I'm being honest.
Look at the top 4 mutual friends. Dale, Adam Owens, Pete Clark and Andy Whitlam.
Good group.
Good group.
For anyone interested, see some great internet content. Get yourself on Vimeo and search Andy Whitlam. Ross is broken again.
Oh God! There's a live interview with a Hull Kingston Rovers player.
Oh,
Wrath and Mortis, they're back.
Thank God.
Sorry. Oh God. This is what Conan does, ruin shows.
It does. It's Conan's fault, really.
Oh, right. I'm back. I'm back in the room. But anybody interested in that video is worth watching. This match is 12 minutes, 23 seconds.
On the video of this match.
The match, not the video. I don't know what the video is. 6 minutes. This is just big lads.
Just see Terry turn into the computer like,
This is what he's paid for.
We'll do a watch long.
Should we just carry on? Let's talk about
that'll be a bit of a gamble. All right. Let's watch the match. Let's listen to the match. Let's talk about the match.
For me, not long enough.
Not when there's an 18-minute Alex Ray match.
Yeah. Take some time off Dean Malenko because no one wanted to see that. Add it to this match. Didn't get any TV time at Road Wild, which I think is quite frankly absolutely disgusting. Terrible booking decision. I reckon guys on motorbikes would have loved to see some spooky dudes.
Do you think?
Yeah, 100%.
He's a big lad as well, isn't he? Is it Wrath? Is that which one's Adam Bomb? Is that Wrath?
Wrath, yeah.
Yeah.
He's a big lad as well, isn't he?
Yeah.
And Morris is Chris Canyon, which always baffles me. So I've just never guessed it.
No, he's got a distinctive body shape, Chris Canyon, hasn't
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks a bit like Mortis, doesn't he? But,
he? Yeah, he did. I liked it where it was it DDP's gimmick he nicked?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good. Diamond Chris Canyon.
We'll get to that.
Is that not, I thought that happened. Did we not?
oh, no, it's like 2000 once again. It's like,
Yeah, right.
Yeah, we've got ages to go yet. As
Yeah,
we on the road to the death of WCW, we'll get there. Don't worry.
This was just big lads. Big lads beating each other up on it. This is
Yeah.
what Faces of Fear were good at.
Mm-hmm.
Send them in. Just have a hard hitting match. The review I used called it a hoss fight. Very good.
yeah. Did you know these guys were called Blood Run's called?
No,
These
right now at this time.
Yeah, Raph Mortis, Glacier, and Ennis Miller were a gang stable called Blood Run's called.
Does that kind of happened yet though? Kind of because weren't they against each other?
Yeah.
It says the angle continued until 1998.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Oh, that nothing makes me happier than hearing I get to see another year.
I think they weren't necessarily stable. They were just Blood Run's called, which is their little thing. They just wrestle each other all the time, don't they?
Spooky dudes all around.
Yeah.
Love it.
Attempt to tap into the popularity of Mortal Kombat.
Mm.
Is this one of the best things on WCW TV right now?
God, the best entrance by far.
Different as well, isn't it? It's
Yeah, so I mean, like it looks like it's a more themed entrance than just a bow, 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 and I'm just walking through.
It's hard to tell, isn't it? Because you don't know what music WWE've put on.
Actually, no, I just from the vibe.
Mm.
Players like it looked like they had the lighting sorted out for this entrance and this entrance only, which was weird, but welcome to us.
Yeah, a fresh change. Terry Peters, then what's the official star rating? No, the unofficial star rating.
1.25.
Oh,
Ooh, that's
get out,
low.
Dave Meltzer.
That is low.
That's disgusting. I'm offended, if I'm honest. That I could give such spooky dudes such a low star rating. So the official star rating is a 3.5.
Yeah, I think that's fair. 3.5. You don't agree?
I'm sorry, I kicked Ross out for doing it earlier. But no, I'm more signing with Dave there.
What?
Oh,
Yeah.
what?
It was just big men.
Yeah, I'm sorry,
slapping meat. It's gone. Thank you. Yeah, well done for that.
Well, at least he's kicked himself out.
Yeah, he's done
Knows
something
he's
right.
wrong.
Yeah, very
If you
good.
don't get himself back in.
That would be great. But it needs to come back in for this next bit because it's a promo between Mongo, Benoit, and Flair. I believe
This is-
the other weeks you said it was the best promo you've ever seen. I was waiting for it. I assume it's this one.
Yes, it is. I've even written down word for word the promo. So let me just get it up. So I'm just going to paraphrase first off. I'm going to summarize what Mongo is saying.
Mm.
Yeah. I believe what he's saying is no one can bear down with Mongo.
And that's the vibe.
Yeah. If you want the official promo, it's listen, boys, you're in a cage now. You can run, but you can't hide. You can run around playing those little games all you want. But listen here, you idiots. Do you know what Armageddon is? The Four Horsemen are bringing down the apocalypse on you tonight. Brilliant. Absolutely top-notch promo writing.
Man of his word as well. Yeah, I mean,
Greatest promo of all time, potentially.
Lou, you don't agree?
It's just it's not very good, is he? Oh, Mongo.
What
And there's
is
a
it?
lot of Benoit in this as well.
Yeah.
Not too much Benoit. Too much
Too
Benoit.
much Benoit for me. That killed it for me.
I genuinely, right, without like just doing it to an Lou, I thought Benoit's promo was worse than Mongo's.
Well,
No,
yeah,
you're
'cause-
probably right. You're probably right. Yeah, because he's not been very charismatic. They were really pushing Benoit this
yeah,
this pay per view, aren't they?
yeah. But
It's the
Mongo very
wrestler.
charismatic, isn't he?
Without a doubt. You believe it as well when he says it.
Oh yeah, you do.
Oh, I
Ric Flair.
believe, every time that Mongo steps into the ring, I believe that someone could be seriously injured. Yeah. That is,
Ric
very
Flair,
obvious for his matches.
Ric Flair on top form again, as always. So,
It's just nice, like a nutty old man. He's like 48 at this point.
That's every Ric Flair promo ever.
Yeah. And I still don't get why these guys, they had like DDP and the Giant.
Well, you'd have to ask Roddy Piper.
They've kicked him out for this goon squad. Like, what are they doing? Why would he announce such a great card? And then just felt like I would take anyone out of it. But we're going to put him on the card. Just not in.
You look that you'll have to ask Commissioner Roddy Piper.
Yeah. And this whole thing of like, obviously Kenny's injured, or so we think. But they know that he's going to be in the match. So why do they keep making the WCW roster like a bunch of geeks? By saying, oh, no one's going to, so we're going to step up, fucking pussies, and no one does step up. He goes, never broken arm.
Yeah, because you know why no one's going to step up? Because no one can even bear down with Mongo on the same team.
God, yeah. Well,
no one wants to let Mongo down.
Well,
that's it.
We'll get to the main event, but Mongo was a naive fool, wasn't he?
A caring gent
no.
is the word you're looking for.
In the words of Alan Rickman, classic fool. That's what I'm looking for.
Yes, love that reference.
It's Christmas.
Love actually, if anyone didn't know that was off. The next match then is a match I could have done without. Scott Norton versus the Giant. The Giant, though, the crowd are going pretty nuts for him. And he came up with no music. Does he not have music? Is that his thing, or is it because WWE?
No,
took
there's
it off?
a thing that the NWO took his music off him or something. I'm sure they said so.
This is pre-Russo.
I'm sure they mentioned that on the last pay-per-view.
Right.
So that's why I didn't have any music, because he had the NWO music and he's not part of anyone else didn't have any music, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now AEW have stolen the same storyline.
Yeah. Or maybe he was like his dad.
Yeah, maybe.
Andre the Giant didn't have any music, did he?
No, I think they didn't really have music, did they?
Yeah.
So no, he must. What about when he came out on that when they did the rings that moved, drove him to the ring?
I feel like he didn't have any music, but I think Terry's going to Google it for us right now. Andre the Giant entrance music, please. Thank you. What a service. It's like having 118 in your Zoom call.
Yeah.
But
Ask Jeeves.
Yeah,
Ask Peters.
all set of cracking mustaches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's listening. We can't stop talking, Peters.
no music.
No music.
No music. There we go.
He's trying to shush us. This is audio only, Peters.
I can't hear if you are yakking your gums.
You can mute it.
Right.
Oh, right. So if right, in the future,
It's going to mute it. It's muted now. He's not going to unmute it, is he? It'll just...
if there is any like dead silences in the next rest of the show, it's because Tim Peters tells us all to be quiet. Right, this match then, the Giant wins after a chokeslam after 5 minutes, and a drop kick and then a chokeslam. Scott Norton. This is Scott Norton, by the way. Knocks the Giant over the top rope.
Yeah, it's big.
Lifted the Giant up and dropped him on the ropes. Had at least 3 minutes of the 5 minutes he was on top. What's all that about?
Got to build new stars, Russ.
Build new stars. And when the WCW died, Scott Norton's the answer. I don't know what the question is.
Hey, he was big in Japan.
I was literally just about to say the same thing.
Yeah.
They loved him in North Korea as well.
Yeah, go over there then. You know what I mean?
In Japan.
You can't stay in Korea though, can you? You can't stay there.
What do we think of the match then?
It was
Served
alright.
its purpose.
Yeah. Was what it was, wasn't it? You don't want, at this point, you don't want too many Giant matches. I mean, it's a very big show's never been like a 30-minute work rate guy, has he?
No, but I'd love to see that.
Probably could do now. To be fair, it's probably in better shape to be able to do it now, but yeah, it
He's
was what it
currently
was,
injured,
wasn't it?
though.
They made Norton, I think they made Norton look as strong as they could. And then the Giant won, didn't they? So.
I thought it was at the expense of the Giant, though.
No, he still won the end, didn't he?
I would have just liked to have seen.
I don't think they know what they're doing with the Giant at the moment. She can't build him up too strong because then he's got a chance for the title. They can't transfer the title with Sting.
Yeah, and Roddy Piper.
Roddy Piper for some reason. So you've got to do.
Yeah, but you could have a long thing of him taking out the undercard of the NWO.
Yeah, but you don't want him doing that, do you?
Why?
Because that's what Sting's got to do. If he's going through the NWO one by one, you can't end up with just a Sting popping up and going, I'll take it from here, mate. Main event. I mean, you think about it, Sting's ridiculous, really. He didn't work for like a year and a half, didn't get time. Gets a main event title shot, but yeah. I
don't know. I think he could have done something else. Well, he's just going through the NWO undercard here. Beating Scott Norton.
Put him in a cruiserweight division.
Oh, the Giant?
Yeah.
Oh, Scott Norton.
Well off. What's going on? It's too big. It's got too much potential.
Oh, Christ. Right. Peters, what's the rating for this one?
1 3/4.
1 3/4.
He's nearly right, but he's still wrong. 1 star.
I was going to say that seemed too high.
More to the point, right? Dave, right? Why are you going to such a granular level at this? Like low on in the scale. 1 3/4. What the fuck does that mean? I'm annoyed today. I'm in a salty mood. But ridiculous. What's the scenario? It's done fit between a 1.5 and a 2 star. Like, come on. Half stars I can more or less get on board with. Honestly, just 2 out of 10 if you're going to go to this level. But 3/4, 1 3/4, like what's that? What's that? What's it mean?
Yeah, no, I get you. It's like when he does a 3/4 stars instead of 1 star, just 3/4.
It's just unnecessary.
Next match day, DDP and Lex Luger against Macho Man Randy Savage and Scott Hall with Elizabeth. These would have been 4 guys would have been great in the main event.
And they say it, don't they? Oh, they weren't going to be in the main event. They took him out, so they're just having a random match, just a meaningless match against each other now. There's half your tag team champions. Whatever.
Yeah, well, as the Bisco said, it's not going to be for the title because we're all cowards.
I didn't say quite like that. It's not going to be the title. We're all cowards.
This match is only 10 minutes long, one of the shorter ones. There was a bit that I enjoyed where Luger ended up between the 2 rings. You don't see that often, do you?
No, I just found it very distracting that they didn't have a platform there in between.
No, for this spot, though.
Could have just left him there, couldn't they? From the start. Fucking shit, get him out.
DDP does deserve better, I agree. And then, Liz is getting involved all the time. Then Scott Hall just decides to start taking refs out. Another ref comes out. Makes sure the refs are all right. Scott Hall takes him out as well. Why didn't the first refs there? Well, that's a breach of the rules. That's it.
Yeah, it's like they obviously know something's happening in the ring because they're wearing out.
They're not watching.
But they don't make a decision based on that, do they? I don't know. I mean, it's just a logic gap you've got to ignore.
No, right, so somebody's called the ref to come out. Surely, as you said, we need a ref. Scott Hall just took out the referee.
Yeah.
But then the message didn't get passed once the second referee's took out. So there's only 2 referees.
No, I was thinking more. The second referee should go on and go, I DQ him, by the way.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Just said the
ref. Luckily, so the 2 refs are down. Luckily, there's a man who loves WCW. He happens to be in the arena for this pay-per-view. He is commentating. Larry Zbyszko's had enough. It takes him. This match is 10 minutes long. I think 8 of them minutes was Larry Zbyszko walking to the ring.
He looks like such a granddad as well. He's all old school polo shirt.
He walks to the ring. Scott Hall's in the ring. He's not asked about DDP getting filled in because that's happening at this minute. He stands on the apron. He's looking at Scott Hall. Does he get in the ring? No, absolutely not.
He's terrified.
Do you think he's sat there going, oh, God, Scott Hall's a lot bigger when he's not on a little screen?
Well, that's what it looks like. He just looks absolutely terrified of the fella.
But if you listen to Tony Schiavone, it's because he's clever. That's why I didn't get it.
Yeah.
But luckily, Lex Luger is in between the rings and pulls himself up. The bit I loved about this was Tony Schiavone saying, Scott Hall, you don't know Lex Luger's behind you. And Lex Luger's literally passed out. He's not stood up yet. He's laid on the floor. I don't know where he is. And Tony Schiavone's going like, he's got him now. He's got Lex Luger stuck behind. He's like, Scott Hall doesn't know what's happening. Zbyszko does get in the ring. And then Luger rolls Scott Hall up for the 3. And Zbyszko thinks, well, I'll just count this. Does a fast count. And then Tony Schiavone's like, we'll remember this. This is one of the great days in WCW. When they say this has happened, we'll say, but we beat you at Fall Brawl 97.
Schiavone's commentary is fantastic, I think, in this pay-per-view. If you really feel that WCW is under threat.
Yeah, but it's illogical.
Doesn't matter us. WCW is under threat, right? And Schiavone's upset about it. He's not even trying to be neutral. I think it's great.
Yeah, I mean, no, I agree with the non-neutrality, but this isn't. You can't count this as one of their biggest ever wins.
Anytime you get a win, Ross, over the NWO.
Well, they've had one earlier in the night.
They have one every pay-per-view, don't they? Like, if you only watch the pay-per-views, you wouldn't think that the NWO are a threat at all, would you?
The main guy's not even there. You're looking scared to join to go on.
Yeah. It's good at some selling points. Yeah.
So, look, I imagine you've got some comments about this match.
Well, and the best bit about it for me was when Zbyszko got up and walked to the ring, because he ceased to be on commentary at that point, which is really good. But it reminded me of, like, I feel like the King still is gimmick. You know, the King of, like, I'm not going to stand for this. He just keeps to get into the ring. I'm like, yeah, I feel like Zbyszko did it first, really, didn't
he? King never did it in a main event feud, though, did he?
No, that's true. Just sort of
King never interrupted The Rock and Triple H and said, I'm not having this.
Yeah. I don't know. It was it didn't need the main event, as it did it, right? If this match was like Mongo and Benoit versus Conan and X-Pac, you could have still done the same Larry Zbyszko finish, right? But still had your big main event. That's the only bit I don't really get. Like, he didn't, as you say, like, it didn't really mean anything. I'm still trying to work out, like, why it matters that the NWO keep winning matches. Like, the title matches make sense, but otherwise, if there's a hostile takeover, why would they go into matches?
That's a good point.
You've ruined
the NWO.
But yeah,
you've ruined wrestling.
But that's why I don't like invasion angles, because you've got to invade and like beat everyone up and then go, actually, like, now is a rules-based competition that we will partake in. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me. I will grant this one was the first one, so I'll let him off. I do like the NWO angle, obviously, overall. That goes without saying. But there are times where it doesn't make any sense. This is one of those times for me.
Aaron, what did you think of the match?
Oh, it's got Lex Luger in, so, you know.
I think I know what star rate this. It's have DDP and Scott Hall. He's one of the most overrated wrestlers of all time as well. When I haven't watched his WWF, but in WCW he does not give a shit. He does not care, and it winds me up. Just have some respect for the business.
But that's the whole gimmick, Russ. You're getting whacked.
No, I'm not getting whacked. Because he could have the gimmick where he doesn't care, but he could put on a decent match. He's just boring.
That's not his gimmick, Russ. His gimmick is not guy who puts on decent matches.
No, well, there's about 95% of WCW's roster's got the same gimmick, I think, then. Not putting on decent matches.
Yeah. Well, I think, Russ, you are a jabroni mark about a life that don't know how to work when you work and work yourself into a shoot, Mark.
You've just Googled that.
Yeah, I can't remember
that. Terry Peters, what's the official match rating? 2 stars. Again, Peters. This is audio one, like, so you put your fingers up.
Yeah, I said 2.
Right, yeah, English as well, Peters.
2.
And DOS as well. You're supposed to be learning Spanish.
Oh yeah, I haven't started that yet. 2.
I still think he needs to be learning a less used language, like Pig Latin or something.
I'm not a Tory.
That's not true. We've got evidence that you are Tory Peters.
I think we should do a vote online. Which language should Terry learn? And you have to abide by the results. We'll do it now.
I think that's fair.
So it's got down to the Twitter. Yeah.
What I'll do is that. The true match rating, the correct match rating for this match is obviously a 1 star.
That's what I thought. Yeah, Lex Luger.
Yeah, get him out. Oh, what's he even doing in a wrestling ring? He's terrible.
He's got one of according to Tony Schiavone, he's got one of the most recognizable physiques.
Yeah, but just because he's got a good physique doesn't mean he can wrestle.
That is true. DDP deserves a lot better. DDP was so harshly done by WCW. He should have been a much bigger star.
He should have been in the main event like months ago, but yet we've still got to wait like another 2 years.
That's absolutely outrageous, isn't it?
It is. It's disgusting.
Have you done the poll yet, Lou?
I'm doing it now. I just need another language to.
Right then. So while you're doing that, Lou, we'll go on to Mean Gene's plugging the hotline again. He's hyping up Halloween Havoc, which is next. And then we get the WarGames match. I will say before we get into the WarGames match, on their Titantron, however it's called, the screen at the back had the names of the participants, and I just thought that was a nice touch. So you could see who was actually in it. So who is in it?
The poll is up. I've accidentally done it for 24 hours only, so by the time this goes out, you'll no longer be able to vote anyway.
Well, our loyal fans will know.
But vote all the same.
So the WarGames
options.
Thank you.
The WarGames match is NWO against the Four Horsemen. So NWO is Kevin Nash, Six, Buff Bagwell, and Conan. The Four Horsemen are Ric Flair, Chris Benoit, Steve Mongo McMichael, and Kurt Hennig, but he's been taken out earlier in the game. So we all know WarGames, but it's 2 rings under a cage. 2 start, 5 minutes long, and then every 2 minutes they flip a coin or they'll do something, and then somebody else comes in. And then once everybody's in, they have another 2-minute match, and then somebody can win. So you can't win until everybody's in the ring. Essentially the rules. NWO come out, and I found it absolutely hilarious that Conan was walking behind them all the time. So they just come out and they're all celebrating, doing the too sweet thing and all that. And then Conan's just behind them trying to get involved. And all you can see is his little hands just above him like this.
It doesn't look like it belongs, does he? Bless him. I'm starting to feel bad for Conan at this point. I feel sorry for him.
He's Conan on the strawberry, and he's just randomly shouting West Side.
That's what I mean. He kept shouting like random stuff, like
went up to the camera and just went West Side.
Yeah, it's where Ali G got the idea of Ali G. Oh,
yeah, true. Is he the West Side of the NWO? I don't...
Mexico, I think. It's like he's picked up a book of Mexican slang. And he's just reading it out. Do you know what I mean? He's just shouting random phrases. Like, it just doesn't... I don't believe his character, which is weird because he probably is that character. But I don't believe that he is. The way that he does it, it's just a geeky way. Yeah.
And he never went to WWF or WWE because he said it's K-Dog, and Bruce Pritchard went, yeah, nice one, send him the tape.
Yeah.
But he said he didn't realise it was Conan. So I guess we've got him Conan to thank for no more Conan in the WWE. Buff Bagwell, I'm a fan of. I just think he's an absolute waste of talent, Buff Bagwell.
Oh, well, it's strange because if you'd have joined in on the new show, Ross, we had this discussion. Because he says he's got 1 more run left in him.
I'd be interested to see what shape his body in. How old is he now? He must be in his 50s.
Yeah, but he's in good shape. Best shape probably of his life right now.
I just think Buff Bagwell should have been a bigger star, and I'm fully aware that it was all because of Buff Bagwell.
Yeah,
52.
I would have liked to have seen her.
Yeah, well, Bobby Lashley's 46, so.
Yeah, that's true. Is he not older than 46 now because you keep saying that?
No, he's 45, isn't he?
Right.
Come on.
So we start off with Benoit and
46.
Buff Bagwell. That's the first pairing. But it's fair to say Benoit gets the better.
They're
then
really pushing Benoit, aren't they, in this pay-per-view? Like,
well, yeah, because then Conan comes in and Benoit takes them both out.
Yeah.
Every time, and more people. Well, it is their B team, isn't it? Then Mongo comes in to level it up. And they're on top again. Then in comes Six. Then Ric Flair comes in. Then Kevin Nash. And then the last one, Kurt Hennig comes out. He comes into the match. And he turns on the Horseman. He tears off he has his arm sort of like in a sling, doesn't he? Taped up. Tears it off. And then starts handcuffing people. Mongo's handcuffed, Benoit's handcuffed, and it's a 4-on-1 attack, a 5-on-1 attack on Ric Flair. Kevin Nash then gets a mic, and they're basically asking them all to quit in the end. They put Flair's head in the door. Mongo quits, so they don't do it, but he does it anyhow.
classic heel move.
That's it.
Yeah.
Horsemen win because... No, sorry. NWO win because the Horsemen have quit. Kurt Hennig is the newest member of the NWO. What do we think? I thought it was a clever ending.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
I loved
good.
all this match. The first bits of the War Games didn't outstay the welcome. Six got thrown into the roof, which is fantastic. Can't remember
By Mongo as well.
Mongo. Yeah, fair enough. Well done, Mongo. That was good. Just absolutely, just launched him into the roof. It was like amazing. And I genuinely, for some reason, even though I read the results, didn't see this angle coming. Even though I should have known. I was genuinely like, what the fuck? Like, how could you do that in Horseman country? All I've criticised them for all the way through the show about stuff in the NWO, the Geek Squad, where they didn't need them. But the Four Horsemen all make sense now, don't they? Ric Flair has trusted him. He's let Arn Anderson down. Arn Anderson still, I mean, to this day, he's still crying about that parody. Like, it really, really hurt him. And, and he betrayed his trust. Fantastic. In Winston-Salem, North Carolina, of all places, Ross. People sat out there with the Dominoes and the chicken and chips baskets for $9, and they're having a great time. And they were probably disgusted at this. I'm surprised we didn't, it's a good job they had the cage, because otherwise I would have seen a few Domino's pizzas being frisbeed into the ring. Loved it.
Yeah, top match. It would have been better though if this Halloween Havoc was in Salem, wouldn't it? Salem Witches and all that.
Oh, it would, yeah, that'd be good. That, yeah.
I was thinking that when they said it at the end.
Yeah.
Aaron, what do we think of the War Games match? One of the better War Games matches I think we've watched.
Well, it's more of an angle
100%.
I still thought, but that was really great. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good match. Mongo, obviously, no one can bear down with him. That's why they had to handcuff him.
They had to cheat to beat Mongo. So, Mongo really won in our hearts.
Yeah, and he tried to save Ric Flair's life, so bonus points for that.
Yeah,
he's just a nice guy, isn't he?
Yeah, he was.
He's a caring soul.
Too trusting is his downfall. It's too nice. It would be his downfall. You don't look pleased.
No, I was just thinking the ending. Like, why didn't I think just quit? Because he was technically on the Horseman.
You can't have the new top heel quit though, can you?
No, but it wouldn't be quit, would it? It could be like, I quit. Do you know what I mean? We still didn't need to they didn't need to wrestle.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be as powerful out with it.
No, it's good the way he did it, to be honest. Like, Mongo looked like he really cared.
As we'll see when we go on, this is probably the most influential thing Kurt Hennig actually does in WCW, because he spends the rest of his time injured.
And then he joins the Cowboys, doesn't he?
Yeah.
When does he becomes a singing cowboy?
99.
It's actually
99.
He becomes a singing cowboy.
Yeah. Completely missed that.
But, you've got to
treat when we get there.
Yeah, but his because Kenned's character, like, to be honest, was like a little bitch on it, basically. Like, he came in. It still baffles me why I did the whole thing with EDP now. Because surely this heel turn would be more impactful if he looked like he was a WCW guy. And then signing him, but we already knew that he was a no bitch at this point, right? So it didn't really have to.
Yeah, they could have debuted him for this match, couldn't they, or something?
Yeah, or even if they just debuted him early, just don't have him like crying like a little girl with DDP and tag him in, whatever he did. Like, if you're in,
Yeah, because you should have been thinking, oh well, and they could catch us.
Yeah, so it probably wasn't as impactful, but I was still pretty shocked by it, to be honest. Like I didn't see it coming, even though it was really obvious when you think about it. But no, I did not see it coming.
Well done, WCW. Tell Peters, what's the star rating for WarGames?
.5.
Ah,
2.5. Is that what you want? 2.5.
That's
yeah, he'll have hated it because Kevin Nash, isn't it?
Yeah, that is true. Kevin Nash factor.
Yeah. Now, obviously, the real rating for this match, 3.5.
Yeah.
3.5.
That's gone high. That's would have gone high. But yeah, it's about 2.5 is really high for a WCW main event. No.
Yeah.
Like if we have one that's been able to star yet.
No, that's true. But Hogan's not in it, is he?
Yeah, that's true.
It's got the Horsemen in it. It's got all his favourites in it, isn't it?
Yeah. Obviously, definitely will be getting a 2.5 star.
I'm like you. I'm an angle guy. I think the angle's more important than the match, and I thought this was fantastic.
Yeah,
Well done.
But the only thing I would say is I was really, really expecting Sting.
Well, so was the crowd. There was a point where the crowd was stood up, pointing to the rafters, shouting Sting, and he just didn't come, did he?
Yeah, unless they had him there for a dark segment. But the ending was really well done as well, because they didn't have the little post-game show, did they?
No, they just went off to credits.
Shivani was like, fucking hell, everyone's dead. Let's end the show.
Because is this not a year?
Shivani took this to heart. My God, he took this to heart.
Is this not a year since we've seen Sting wrestle?
Yeah, because he walked out, didn't he? That's why I thought he might come back in. Like, to go full circle, like he walked out on him.
Yeah.
And he comes back in and saves him after the match, obviously. I was really surprised we didn't see that. It probably happens on Nitro at some point. Because we haven't seen Sting for a while now, I feel like.
No, we've had fake Sting?
Fake Sting's been there a bit, yeah. But yeah.
Yeah, fake Sting was there on thingy, wasn't he? Was he there not on the last one, Hog Wild?
Fake Sting was, yeah.
Right then, match. Well, no, pay-per-view overall. What we're saying. For the first time in a while, I actually sat and watched this pay-per-view. Like, just did nothing else, sat and watched it. That was fantastic. Had me grips. Pretty much every match had me grips. What are we giving it out of 10?
Does that mean you're a WCW convert after this?
Yeah, I am. If it was, there's some Scott Steiner fan. that's it. Scott Steiner is moving into my favorite wrestlers of all time. The Steiners are moving into my favorite tag teams of all time. I love Harlem Heat, and I think there's good bits, but they always just let themselves down. They always I don't know. Imagine making a big tower. They always just put one brick on too much and cause the whole thing to fall down. You know what I mean? They always try too hard.
Yeah.
It's getting really good, and then these go, we'll just add some more on, and then falls off. Larry Zbysko's out.
Yeah.
I'm giving it. I'm going to kick the ratings off. I'm going to give this 7 3/4.
That's it. For goodness sake. Well, I was going to give it 7.5. So.
I'm also at 7.5.
Yeah. So we're all on 7.5, really, because I was also 8.
No, that's just a wide you up. I was going to give it a 7.5.
Well, what I really want to ask the real rating is, what was Terry's Road Wild 97 rating?
6.5.
Yes.
Yeah, classic. Absolute classic.
I think that's about fair for that for Road Wild.
I think that's what we give it. We give it bang on the middle.
We did, yeah.
Right then, that's been WCW Fall Brawl. The next baby was obviously Halloween Havoc. I imagine we'll be doing that sooner rather than later. With it being Halloween right now. And it's Hogan vs Piper in a steel cage match.
You seen it
Tagline, snap into the madness.
Yeah, they're getting better at it. But that's a Slim Jim reference there, isn't it?
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
We've got on here.
It's very, very heavily sponsored. In fact, I'm pretty sure
it's Slim Jim Halloween Havoc.
Yeah, is this the one where the ring posts Slim Jims? Big sticks of meat.
Yeah, we have got Savage against DDP in a Las Vegas sudden death match though.
Yeah, the opening match is really good. The main event is something.
The opening match, Yuji Nagata against Ultimo Dragon.
No, that's not the one. Which was the one? Eddie Guerrero and Rey Mysterio on this one, right?
That's the third match.
Yeah, it's the third match. I just assumed it'd be the opening because it's cruiserweights, but yeah, that was
And we have that great match of Alex Wright against Stephen Michael. What a great day. Jacqueline against Disco Inferno as well.
wow.
Kate Hennig against Ric Flair. But yeah, then Piper against Hogan in a steel cage.
Can't wait. Cannot wait.
Can't
This
wait
that
to do
Piper
that.
match is something else.
It's going to be good because I can't wait for another Piper promo. Where's he been this time? He's already been in a cage.
It's the commission, hasn't it?
In Alcatraz.
Yeah.
Where's he been? That was that. Right then, Terry Peters, can you promise the fans that you will watch the correct show next time?
I'll try.
How have you found your stats roll?
Enjoyable.
Stato Peters.
Terry Stato. Yeah, I've enjoyed it.
There we go. I did some important work and found a Mongo Alex Wright match.
Wasn't even the one on Halloween Havoc as well, so we've got 2 to look forward to.
Can't wait. We've had the preview. Now we'll get the main event. Terry Peters, when you are doing the correct thing, where can we find you?
You can find me at Bell Nation everywhere. Back on the Twitch machine.
Streaming again, FM23.
Up the 2.
Newcastle reference. Aaron, where can we find you?
Yeah, I'm not on Twitch. Probably back at some point. Find me on Twitter. Retweeting stuff occasionally. Frankenstein91.
And Lou, you promise every week that you will be coming back on Twitch.
Yeah, I don't know when I'll be able to. So we'll just have to say that the Under Peters is coming. It's coming to Twitch.
Oh god, it's becoming via my hand at this point.
We don't know. We just don't know when now. So keep an eye out on twitch.tv/restaurant.
You can follow us all on Wrestling Around, Google Wrestling Around. We're at Wrestling Around most places, or Wrestling Around on Facebook. That's been Halloween Havoc 1997. Terry Peters, I was going to say thanks for joining us, but yeah.
You're welcome.
Thanks for your presence. You're
welcome.
And your analytic skills.
Welcome.
Aaron, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Lou, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Bob Roode, thanks for joining us.
Glorious.
Thank you everybody for listening. Join us next week for another episode of Wrestling Around.